Hey there, it's Jeff Veley. Welcome to the show. I have a special announcement today and a special friend hanging out with me. It is launch day for Bigfoot Gets Bullied, our brand new illustrated children's book, and I'm so excited to be talking to you about it today. If you haven't seen it yet, here is a picture that's going all over online, and we are giving away a free Kindle edition for Bigfoot Gets Bullied. My friend and I worked super hard on this. He did some beautiful illustrations, and we're so excited to give it away to you. That's right, it's totally free. You can download it on Amazon today, and we'll throw a link right here at the bottom of the screen so you can check that out. But in the meantime, I want to invite my buddy Johans here, who's coming hanging out with me here today in Michigan. What's going on, brother?
Hey, you said the Kindle edition is going to be free today?
The Kindle edition is free, bro. I'm super excited because
Well,
people can grab it. They can share it with their kids today, free. It's pretty cool.
So actually, I can download my own book in my own Kindle. That is pretty cool. So I have to try that yet because I haven't done it, but we'll see what happens. But hello to everybody. If you guys don't know my name, I'm Johan. I'm the illustrator and co-author of Bigfoot Gets Bullied.
Hey, we are so pumped to share this book with you. We've been working on this, dude, for like, it's kind of embarrassing, but we've been working on this for like 3 years, I think.
Yeah, on and off. I mean, we started with the idea 3 years ago. I think that's how we started. So
you came up with
we really started working really hard. I think it was last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shouldn't take that long to write a children's book, but for us, we're a little slow, so it took us a little bit longer. Man,
you got distracted.
Right, we did. You came up with the original concept. We've been working together for years. We actually met working in the mental health field. We worked with kids that really struggled, kids that are at risk, and you still do that work every day in residential treatment programs.
Yep. Yeah, and actually that's where I got the idea. I was playing basketball with a little kid, and we were just messing around. He loves, hearing stories, jokes. And every time we play horse or any games like that, he just loved hearing like made up stories.
Mm-hmm.
And one time I told him, hey, what if Bigfoot's dad was really short? And he thought it was super funny. I don't know why. And he just started laughing. And then he asked me to draw Bigfoot's dad, but really short. Like 3 feet tall or something like that, but with big feet. So I drew that picture, and he thought it was hilarious. And after that, I started thinking about, and I told the kid, Bigfoot probably gets bullied at school because the way he talks, and that's how the idea started.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I mentioned that to you, and we were just kind of messing around with the idea.
Yeah, all of a sudden it took off, and we're like, this could actually be something. Like, it's always difficult because for me, I go and speak in schools all over the place, and a lot of times parents come and they get the information, and sometimes they'll email me with a question later, and they say, so my older kids understood, but my little kids, like, young elementary kids, I was trying to figure out how to explain it to them in less words and make it super simple. They're like, I like the 2 simple steps that you teach, Jeff, but like, I wish you had like a book. And so I kept hearing this over and over. And it was around that time we were talking, and we're like, well, why don't we write a book about Bigfoot getting bullied? And, he has some of the same struggles that a lot of kids do that we work with. And so that way the kids can relate a little bit.
Yeah. So everything that you're going to read in the book is actually based on some real situation. We just kind of added to Bigfoot in a way to make it a little fun for the kids to read. And attractive, but Bigfoot has a hard time reading in front of the class. I think a lot of kids go through that. I went through that, and it's scary to read in front of the other kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And I think a lot of kids, I used to, it's funny, I'm a public speaker now, but that was my greatest fear. I didn't want to get up in front of people. If I was playing a character, I was playing my drum set, I was cool, I felt confident. But just like me by myself, like it's hard for kids to get up in front. And so sometimes I think we challenge our kids because we want to push them a little bit, but sometimes they get a little nervous. And if they're getting picked on, it makes it that much harder.
Yeah. So there's a lot of little stories in there that you're going to find. Everything is related to something that we actually knew about, to a real story. For example, a funny one, Bigfoot, he gets bullied because he sheds his hair. In the classroom. Well, that's based on my dog. Her name is NJ. She's a pretty big dog. And one time I was just looking at her, and her hair was all over the house. And I was thinking, I bet Bigfoot has the same problem if he was in school. And, right there. So Bigfoot is actually based also on my dog. She's an English pointer. We'll post some pictures later on so you guys can see that actually Bigfoot looks a little bit like MJ.
She's an English pointer, but she's bilingual. I will say.
I've
seen you give your dog commands in English and Spanish. She responds to both pretty well.
No, she's actually trilingual because she understands English, Spanish, and woof.
Right. Well, hey, if you're just tuning in here, we're talking about Bigfoot Gets Bullied. It's a brand new illustrated children's book by myself and Johans, both co-authors, and then he illustrated this. Let's see if I can kind of page through a little bit, see if you can see on camera just some of the beautiful illustrations. Well, I guess that's the white paper there, but he did a really amazing job. And if you're friends of ours, if you've seen my speech, if you followed any of Johan's art, we've put what we call Easter eggs in here. So there's some funny inside jokes for our friends and family that you'll see throughout the book. You have to know us to get it, but man, if you're looking through the book and you know us at all, you're going to be like, okay, I think I see what they did here.
Yeah.
You could grab the book for free. I'm putting a little link here below. It's free on Amazon.
Where?
And
Up
also
there? Up there?
Yeah, it is below.
Where's the link?
Below. It's floating below you. Also, we wanted to give away some prizes, bro, because today's launch day. And so to celebrate, we wanted to give away some stuff. And we've had some people already leave reviews today. So let me just read their names off real quick because you guys are going to go in the prize drawing. And if you want to be considered for prizes, all you got to do is go on over to Amazon, download the book. Again, the Kindle edition is free today. And some people were confused. I don't know if we made this clear. So I had someone email me this morning and they said, hey, Jeff, I don't have a Kindle. No worries. You can download it to your phone. It'll work on any tablet. It'll work on your laptop or your computer. It's just an ebook, but Kindle is, sort of Amazon's version.
Right.
But it'll work on any device, and you made sure it was compatible so people, no matter what they have, they can read it wherever they are. So cool. Make sure you download that today. And then here's some of our prizes. I'm going to go over here and show you what we have that we're giving away.
I can't see him, Jeff. Where's the stuff at?
You can't see my screen over here, but
no,
we're giving away some signed copies of Bigfoot Gets Bullied. And so if you want that, again, go ahead and put your review up there on Amazon. And if you're nervous, oh my word, it's not going to post right away. I want to be part of this prize drawing. Screenshot it and then email it to one of us, or you can contact us. Post it here in the comments wherever you're watching. So we're giving away some signed copies of Bigfoot Gets Bullied. This is my Jeff Veley Live DVD, Love Changes It All Live. This is the award-winning assembly program. This is filmed professionally live on tour. And so this is great. If you've got a kid at home and they're getting picked on and you want to sit down and sort of have a video that you watch together, discuss with them, this is great. Also, if you're a teacher or school counselor, this is professionally filmed. You can play it anywhere you want. We're getting folks texting us right now about the book. That's pretty cool. Let me turn that off.
Let's go.
And so you can get a chance to win this DVD. It comes with some resources as well. Whether you're a teacher or a parent, you can use that. We've got some peace sign pop sockets we're giving away. These are super fun. You can put these on the back of your phone as a little phone holder, and it reminds you of the 2 steps to stop bullying that you can learn in the book. And then also we got one more thing on my end, and that is the Squabbles card game. It was amazing. It just went crazy on Kickstarter. We just finished our Kickstarter campaign. This is the game of conflict resolution. Teaches your kids how to solve conflicts, how to deal with mean behavior, how to solve it so that they know how to do it on their own. And so it's pretty fun. It brings a playful approach to a painful problem. And while you're laughing, your kids are learning. So you can bring this. It's great for family game night and all that. Johans, you have some prizes on your end. Why don't you tell folks what you're giving away?
I do?
You do, man. I told you to have some cool art stuff ready. He's giving away his Yoda, I think.
Man, I'm gonna have to. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to give away some of original sketches and drawings because I didn't know I was supposed to do this.
You gotta give us away some swag.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So we'll find some original sketches. Maybe we can give away some original prints, like my test prints, that I can sign. But if people like original stuff, I'm pretty sure we can mail some of the original artwork.
For sure. Awesome. Well, hey, we had this kid who was reading the book, and something kind of funny happened. So I want to go to that video real quick. This is pretty hilarious. We'll be right back.
When the other kids are mean, do you feel happy or sad? Asked Mrs. Cricklebottom. Sad, said Bigfoot. I feel like a loser. When they see you get upset, do they feel happy or sad? They feel happy, said Bigfoot. They laughed at me. Bigfoot, they aren't picking on you because you
Man, kids say the darndest things. You never know what they're going to say or what they're going to do. That was pretty funny, dude.
Yeah, that was hilarious. So, yeah, the name of the book is not Ta-da. It's actually Bigfoot Gets Bullied.
Bigfoot Gets Bullied.
In case people are confused, no. Maybe we'll come out with a book named Ta-da somewhere.
Some point. Maybe the next book.
Some point. Yeah, Ta-da.
So we had some, if you're just tuning in, first of all, we're giving away our free Kindle edition of Bigfoot Gets Bullied. You can go on over to Amazon. You can pick that up or go to the website. We've dropped a link below here. Kindle edition is free. Even if you don't have a Kindle e-reader, you can download it to your laptop, to your desktop, tablet, phone, whatever you have. It will work there, and we're excited to give that to you. And it's a National Bullying Prevention Month, and that's why we're really excited to give this away. Even if you're a teacher, a school counselor, a principal, you can share this. Give it away to all of your families. We're totally cool with that. And Johans, talk a little bit about, as we launched this book, it was supposed to be published 2 weeks ago. And I had some friends that said, hey, you said your book was going to be available, dude. Like, I checked Amazon, like, what happened? Why don't you tell people kind of the horror story that you had to go through? You had to do some extra work as an illustrator.
Yeah. You guys ever seen a movie on television and it says, this film is being formatted for television? So that landscape movie that you watch on the movie theater, for example, Star Wars, and then you watch it on TV and it's square and you're missing all
that. You're missing part of the scenes.
Our book was supposed to be landscape, and we had certain size that we designed and everything. And Amazon used to have that size, and suddenly when we are uploading the book, about to push the button to upload, and it says, we don't really print this size anymore. So right there, we're like, oh snap, what are we gonna do? So we I end up reformatting the whole book.
He says we end up, which essentially meant I cried with him, and I tried to send him encouraging text messages. I didn't really do anything because he does all the art.
Yeah. So I went back to all the original art. Some stuff I was able to move around, make it look square. Some of the art didn't really work, so I had to end up redoing some stuff. But yeah, so the print copy is actually formatted to square. Mm-hmm. Just like those movies that they were formatted for the old TV shows. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
But I did like a 3-4 month of work in 1 week or so. I can't remember. It was pretty fast. So if you look at me, I look really tired. That is one of the reasons. Because I work. I have a regular job and I'm an illustrator at the same time. Mm-hmm. So working overtime, and Jeff been working overtime too, so we can have this book out for you guys.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of sleep in the last couple of weeks, but we're excited that it's finally available.
I think we're gonna write a book about sleeping.
Yes.
Next book.
It'll be about insomnia. I think Bigfoot will have
insomnia.
Hey, I want to draw your attention here real quick to the book. I'm just going to read the back, sort of the synopsis, so if you're looking to grab this today, you kind of know what you're getting for your kids. It says, like many kids, Bigfoot has trouble fitting in at school. The other kids are mean to him, and no matter what he tries, they won't stop. Will the 2 tricks he learned from his teacher really make them quit once and for all? Bigfoot Gets Bullied teaches children how to protect their feelings and stop mean behavior in 2 simple steps. It's a brilliant way to empower children. And that's the whole thing. We want to empower kids. When it comes to this whole issue of bullying, a lot of times I feel like the advice for the last, 20 years or so, the majority of the times is, hey, well, just report it, just tell an adult. And the reality is, if we really don't want our kids to feel like victims, we got to teach them how to solve it. And when you can do that from a young age, as your kids get older and they face, conflicts in dating relationships or at their first job, or the person who's not being nice in traffic, or they're dealing with, maybe a marriage one day. When you start to train them young of how to be resilient when people are mean, and also how to resolve conflicts with haters, man, if you can teach your kids to heart their haters, you're doing them a great thing, because they're going to learn how to deal with difficult people. A lot of times I think we give the message that, hey, you should include everybody. And the reality is you're not always going to be included. So if you set that really high expectation, it can be a pretty far fall when people don't include you, and sometimes you sort of look internally, don't you, Johans? We hear from kids all the time. They think, something must be wrong with me because people aren't including me, but that's not true.
Right. Yeah. And it's something that, I work with a lot of kids. They will make those comments. I was just talking to someone yesterday that, some of the schools, even international school, I was talking to a principal from a school from Chile. They were saying that the first thing that happens is parents will go and complain to the school, and then they will complain to the board of education, but they're not teaching kids how to handle, their own situation. It's something that we got to teach the kids, and there's a reality, like you were saying. Not everybody's going to be nice, so we got to learn, and we got to teach the kid. We got to role play with them how they're going to be able to deal with some people that are going to be bullies. Mm-hmm. So we have to role model that. It's not nice, that's our world nowadays.
Right.
But we can teach them those skills, and that's the whole idea of this book, that we can actually teach in a very simple way, and also teach the parents.
That's so true. And let me share something with y'all real quick. So there's a lot of different definitions about bullying. In fact, there's like 5 different ones in the U.S. right now that people say are the definition of bullying, and some of these definitions actually contradict each other. Super confusing. So I don't like the word bullying, but that's what they call it in society. So I don't think you would have Googled to find a book about dominance behavior or social aggression. So that's what we called it to get your attention. But you'll notice we don't use that word in the book because it's not helpful. Sociologists, they call the word bullying abstract and unhelpful. But all the definitions of bullying, they agree that it's one thing. It's an imbalance of power. Someone wants to have power over you. They want to see you lose, and they want to win. Mm-hmm. And most people will say, well, we got to deal with this kid. Bullies aren't cool. Kick them out of school. Or they say, you know what, you should punish this kid. Well, what happens when you punish someone who, by the way, 90% of those that bully feel like victims. So when you punish them, they push back, they fight back. It's actually proven that they're more likely to harm themselves or harm their enemy when you punish them for this behavior. So if it's an imbalance of power, why are we trying to deal with this kid that doesn't want to cooperate in the first place? If it's an imbalance of power, why don't we simply empower the target, the kid who feels weaker, the kid who wants to give up on life, the kid who feels helpless? And so that's what we're doing in this book. We're teaching you how to empower your kids so they're not relying on another person, a program, or a policy to solve their social problem. They know how to solve it themselves. And you as an adult, instead of just being, feeling like a referee where you got to come in and break it up all the time, you get to be the coach, you get to be the cheerleader, and really teach them the skills how to win. And so this book is going to really help you do that for little ones. It's meant for ages 5 and up. And again, if you want your free copy, here's a link at the bottom of the screen of how you can get it. Johans, talk us through maybe one of your favorite illustrations from the book, because you got to draw a lot of different pictures, or even some that we didn't wind up using in the book as we, sort of the deleted scenes. What was one of your favorite illustrations?
I really like the goalie illustration because the original idea was, if you see Bigfoot, of course he's going to play basketball, right?
You'd think so.
And actually, he is wearing a basketball outfit in the book. But then, actually, he gets to play. I don't know when I get a book. Maybe we shouldn't talk about that part because we're giving away the story.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't. Anyways, he winds up playing some soccer. He does a good job.
Yeah, and that plays some soccer. And one of my favorite illustrations, he's a goalie. So yeah, that's my favorite one.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people watching this video, they're probably about to read the book or they already read it.
Yeah, and if you haven't downloaded it,
kids.
Yeah, get it while it's free, too. And again, if you're just tuning in, if you're a teacher, if you're a school principal, a counselor, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want free copies for my whole school, that's cool with us. Just go on over to Amazon, or share a link on social media, have them download as many copies as they want. Again, it's National Bullying Prevention Month. We've worked on this for a really long time. And our goal is not to sell a bunch of books and try to get rich, because that doesn't happen really to children's book authors. Anyways, we want to help kids, and we want to get this in the hands of as many people as possible. So that's why we're giving it away for free. But we did work super hard, so it's not going to be free forever. We're just doing this here for a short time. And so go ahead and download this today. And you can read it tonight. And think about this. You can read it tonight, and by tomorrow, when your kid goes to school, if someone's mean, they'll know exactly what 2 steps they need to take in order to stop it. There you go. Peace. I like it. Simple. Any kid can remember that, I think.
Right.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks so much, man. Any closing thoughts here as we wrap up our broadcast today?
Hey, you guys just keep an eye on Facebook, Instagram. We're going to keep posting more stuff about, the book. Probably some funny stuff, some promo videos. Who knows? We might give away some more stuff. So just stay tuned.
There you go. And we forgot to mention as well, this book comes with some resources that you can access online. So parents can go to the website. We've got a special page that tells you how to get access to that. And there's games you can play with kids. We'll be having some coloring pages and some different things that come out. And so we'll be adding some more stuff so that your kids can interact with the book. And it's just more opportunities for you to have conversations about this issue and exactly how to solve it. So different ways to empower your kids. So grab a book today. Thanks so much for watching. And also, if you would share this video, that would mean the world to us. We would love to get the word out to as many people as possible. Dude, we're self-published authors, and it's super cool, right? Because we can sort of control where it goes, and we can, if we want to give it away, we don't have to pay the publisher or something. We could just give it away. We can do that like the prizes we're giving away today. Again, if you leave a review today on the book, we will find your name. Just comment or screenshot your review on Amazon. We'll find you. We'll put you in a drawing, and we've got a lot of great prizes that we're giving away. You can go back earlier in this video to get a review of those, but pretty fun. But also, if you would share this video on social media, help us get the word out. We're a little nervous because we're self-published. That means we don't have anybody running.
We're totally indie.
Yeah, we're totally indie. It's like when your favorite band goes indie, but we don't have that many fans. So we're relying on
But we still totally indie, so you can tell people hey, we know this totally indie illustrators and authors, so
that's
right. Kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. Hey, in the coming weeks, we're going to be talking about how you can schedule an author or author-illustrator visit if you want to bring Johans or myself to your school, to your local library. You want to do some sort of an event, we'll do a presentation and read the book to the kids. We'll also dive a little deeper. My specialty is live theater and magic tricks and speaking with comedy about this. His specialty is art. So he'll be doing some live art stuff and showing kind of behind the scenes how he created these images. If you have a kid that loves to draw, loves to paint, loves to create, they're going to love that. So that information will be coming here in the coming weeks. But get the book today, and thanks so much for your support.